Hi, this is Elliot Hoffman, and this is the math of a basketball game for Math 113. So I'm going to show you why math matters in basketball. In the world of basketball, the PER is an important statistical and mathematically based formula that takes all players' stats and puts it into one plus or minus number after a basketball game to show how well the player has done. And it was developed by John Hollinger. The formula is a very big formula. There are positives and negatives things about it. The positives is that the equation can be broken all the way down to one number, whether it's plus or minus, meaning you contributed in a good way to the game or a negative way. And the equation helps out coaches and players go through a game and decide whether they played a good game or not, and if they need to make improvements in certain fields. But So those are some of the positive effects. Um, so some of the negative effects about it are that the equation leaves out. It looks at offense way too much, and it leaves out defense, and it concentrates on big men way too much in the league. And so it basically just focuses on power forwards and centers. Um, it's a very complicated formula, but then if you break it down, you can, and I'll show it to you right here. This is the formula right here, and it's pretty simple to look at. Um, and this is a picture of basketball because that's what we're analyzing, and this is how they use different pictures of how they use PER in the league. But yeah, the negative aspects of the formula focuses on big men, excludes point guards, excludes defense, and focuses more on offensive and big rebounders. The equation. So basically, the equation takes all the good parts that you can do in a basketball game, such as points, rebounds, assists, and steals, and divides them by all the bad things, and breaks it down to turnovers such as bad basketball plays. Based on the number you get out of it, you can use that number to correlate it with other players to judge how good your player is doing against theirs. And when it comes down to everything, does PER work? Uh, I I think PER works definitely in basketball, and when it comes to basketball in the NBA, you can understand why they use it. There are a lot of factors that could be considered uh, in a plus and minus number. Is a very hard thing, complicated thing to do right, and so they use PR for Stephen Curry and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Players like those have great PERs, and they it shows just because they played so much and they won so much. And um, so from the graph here, the player efficiency rating formula, they take all the free throws, the three-pointers, the field goal, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks, and they subtract the negative statistics, missed shots, personal fouls, and turnovers, all the way down to one number. And it's pretty generic. So if we were to do a problem by ourselves, LeBron James won the league championship in 2016, but the statistics side of it and the mathematical side to ESPN is his PER was 27.11 based on the season of the Cavaliers, and this is the math they did. So with 920 points, 249 turnovers, 104 steals, 514 6, 565 rebounds, with 359 to 49 free throws made, 87, 202 three-pointers made, 737 out of 1344 field goals, averaging 35.6 minutes per game. They're all put into numbers like this, and they subtract it and then whether divide it. But then when it comes down to everything, it's 27.11. So for a great player like LeBron James, it's broken down all the way down to one number, and it's overall, it's a great way to show how a player is doing throughout the season, and it's a good number to show across all media outlets because of its simplicity and legacy. It's been used across different sports outlets for a long time, and it shows no signs of stopping. So, yep, that's pretty much it. Here's my references for everything, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.